Hi guys, welcome back to the channel Turbo Trail. So this video I'm gonna explain you an interesting thing. Like most of you might have played the game PUBG Mobile. So have you ever wondered like what happens behind the scenes? So in this video I'm gonna tell you exactly what happens behind the scenes while you're playing the game. So there are a lot of online tutorials and contents like how to play the game, but this video is about how this game works. So as you can see, like there are different maps available in this game, and you can also choose from different servers. So all these map data and how your game avatar should behave, like every action, every details in the map, and all the data, like all the appearance, layouts, everything will be stored in your mobile. So that is what you, when you're downloading your game from the Play Store, it will be like 1.6 GB. So all these data plus the map data, so it will be approximately around 1.75 GB will be stored in your mobile. So all these data are available in your mobile phone. Okay, then this game is played with an internet connection. So you need an internet connection to play this game. So what it means, like you'll be connecting with several other players while you're playing this game. So your game might be a squad, team, everything. So there will be 100 players per game. So for example, this game works in a client server model. So your mobile phone is a client. So you'll be connecting to a server. So these are the servers available. As you can see, like there are 5 different servers: North America, Europe, Asia, South America, KRGB. So KRGB stands for Korean Japan. As you can see, there are numbers written on the right side of the game. 307. So MS stands for milliseconds. So everything, all these numbers are representing a time. So in the later part of the video, I will explain what these numbers are. So as I already told, like all these data which is stored in your mobile phone. So this client must contact the server which is available in Asia, Europe, or North America in order to play the game. So this is a simple diagram explaining like what is the network connection behind your game server, like your client, like your mobile phone and the game server. So as you can see, like your mobile phone connects to the internet via internet service provider, like the network providers, and it is connected to the internet, and it is interconnected to the game server. If you're playing from India, your nearest possible game server would be located in the Asia server. If you're playing from United States or Canada, your nearest possible server would be like North American server. If you're playing from Brazil, Chile, or some other on the South America, your nearest possible server would be South American server. So as I told you earlier, as you saw, there is a number and there is a number which is on the right side of the game server, as I told you earlier. So this is that number is nothing but, like for example, if your mobile that is a client has to connect to the server. So for every client server connection, there will be a request and response time. So data has to go through all these connections and reach the server, and the response has to come back to the client. So this, in order to travel this distance, the signal might take a particular time. So that time is called as ping, and that is the time which you are able to see in the form of milliseconds. So the lower the time, the faster or the more efficiently your client, that is your mobile phone, is communicating with the server. So which means that your game experience might be very good. So sometimes you can see like your number, like the number increases, like you might see like 900 milliseconds. So it means like you are playing the game which is 900 like which is approximately 1 second before another player. For example, that's the reason why, like while you're shooting someone, sometimes the bullet misses. So this might be one of the reason like why that thing happens. So like what kind of data will be transmitted to the server? So as I already told you, the mobile phone has like your client has like all the data available, like all the game data. So only the dynamic data will be communicated to the server. What are the dynamic data? So as you can see, like you're the player. So the player has like dynamic data, like characteristics of the player, like how the player looks, what kind of helmet or armor or vest he wears, and like what action he performs, like jumping, moving in a particular direction, and the location of the player, location position of the player in a particular map. For example, if you are playing in Irangle and you are in Pochinki, so that particular location will be transmitted to the server, communicated to the server. Apart from that, like environment, like it includes map, obstacles, trees, cars, everything. So in environment, all the environment is completely static. So these data will not be transmitted to this game server. because game server also has a local copy of the game stored in it. Apart from that, like several environment characteristics like a door, a car, so which has varying characteristics, dynamic characteristics will be transmitted to the game server. So this happens 40 times in every second. That in PUBG. In some other games like Counter Strike Go, it happens 120 times. So that is one of the refresh rate. Like how many times this data is transmitted to the client. Transmitted from the client to the server. So apart from this, like for every game, you already know, you're familiar with PUBG, there will be 100 players in a game. So 100 players will be communicating to the game server, and each and every player's location will be updated every 40 times in every second. So this means like this server has to receive data from 100 simultaneous players, and it has to broadcast to the 100 players simultaneously. For example, if two players are nearby, one player has to be visible to another player. So this means like the server must collect data from both the players and broadcast the. For example, if there are two players A and B, the server will collect data from both the players A and B, and it will transmit the location position of A to B and B to A, so that they will be visible in the map when they are playing the game. So these are the behind the scenes which is happening while playing PUBG. So hope this video was very informative, and hope you gathered at least the basic level of information like how this game works. So for each and every simple thing we see around the world, there are a lot of complicated and complex things going behind the scenes. So these kind of things might help you develop or create interest to discover or innovate new things in future. So like, share and subscribe for more videos. Hope you like this video. Thank you. Have a great day.